Attorney General and Minister for Justice Gloria Akuffo has inaugurated a 9-member governing board of the Economic and Organized Crime Office at a brief ceremony held at the ministry. The Attorney General, addressing the newly sworn-in members of the board, said even though EOCO has enormous challenges, she's confident that the board will use their expertise to solve our many problems.
There is no gainsaying. There are a lot of problems that are facing EOCO as of now. Staffing, accommodation, especially in the regions, delays in dealing with investigations because of the short numbers. EOCO happens to be one of the agencies under this ministry, as you're aware. We need a minimum of 600 lawyers, attorneys for the establishment. We are working with half of that as of now. We have sought permission to recruit. We have been given permission to recruit only 50, and we have accepted as many as over 200 applications that we are having to choose from. I have started my visits to the regions, and I've had occasion to meet with some of the officials of EOCO. And the situation is very dire. So I will not deceive you. You have a lot to do. But I commit on my part to assist the board without interfering in your endeavors to direct the operations at EOCO. I am, however, available. I have a standing fight with the acting executive director. He's always knocking on my door, and I always push him away. But we get to talk. So I'll continue to make myself available. And I am hopeful that now that you are in office, things will begin to improve at EOCO. I will thank you and wish you all the best.
For his part, Chairman of the board, Justice Alan Roby, a retired justice of the Apex Court, speaking on behalf of his colleagues, assured the minister of their readiness to prevent and detect organized crimes and facilitate confiscation of proceeds from crime.
And the Attorney General for the opportunity and honor to serve the country as chairman and members of the governing board. The objects of the office, as they are well known, inter alia to prevent and detect organized crimes and generally to facilitate the confiscation of proceeds of crime. In this era of technological advancements, offenses like cybercrimes, internet fraud, transcontinental criminal activities which result in crimes are obviously rampant. It is our hope to do our best to formulate policies that will promote the investigation and prosecution of such crimes and other offenses that fall within the jurisdiction of the office. Once more, we are grateful to the President and the Attorney General for the confidence reposed in us by these appointments.
Now, you'd recall that last year, EOCO raided the premises of Perfect Business Systems, the IT firm behind the controversial $72 million software deal. In an interview with the acting chief executive officer of EOCO, ACP retired K. Amwa, he says he has been speaking to my colleague Parker Wilson, and he says that EOCO has concluded the investigation and has proceeded to present the docket to the AG. He also rejected claims that the backlog of cases at his office will thwart his effort in investigating new cases.
The SSNIT investigation, yes, we've concluded the investigation. We concluded the investigation, I think, at the tail end of November. And the docket is with the Attorney General's office.
And so what is happening at the moment? Since the
Attorney General is studying the docket, and you still hear from the Attorney General's office.
Because Ghanaians would want to see their money is being retrieved, which is your mandate specifically to help fight crime.
We have concluded investigations into that matter. Some officers are being held responsible. The docket is at Attorney General's department. And so Attorney General is studying the docket and will soon come out with the result of the investigation.
How soon should we expect
I don't work at Attorney General's department.
But of course, wouldn't you be interested in...
You see, the process is that when you submit docket to Attorney General's office, you don't put pressure on AG's office because there's a pile-up of cases there. So you allow them to work on it. And I believe they as far as I know, they have worked on that docket. And very soon you will hear a result on that.
I see. And with the Electoral Commission case, to how far have you gone with us?
Electoral Commission case, I don't want to make further comment on it because it is still a matter that is being handled. So let's end it that way.
So we don't know timelines, you don't have timelines for...
No, see, in investigation, you don't give time. But you only have to take time and conclude it. We don't give time about it. So let's take it so.
I see.
I inherited backlog cases, and there are a lot of backlog cases. There are a lot of cases at my office. Every day you receive a complaint. Every day you receive a complaint. And when you receive a complaint today, you need to take time to investigate, months. And every day there's a case. So you can imagine.
Do you foresee that will stampede your work?
No. It's a process. You know, I've been an investigator for over 30 years, so I know the process.
So no. You will need more resources to...
That is what the Attorney General said.
So it means that it will be a challenge for you to formulate the policies to fight...
It is not a challenge. I know that if you go to an investigative outfit, you're going to meet that challenge. You are not going to meet an empty desk. No. A lot of cases that are inherited. I'm handling it. And there are more.